Good afternoon. How are you? It is it's your main man Tom Lyon here. Welcome to episode number this one of Lion Global doing stuff online and being live and stuff. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Hope things are good for you. I want to talk about something cool today. I always talk about something cool, right? Don't I always talk about something cool? I thought so. It's funny. I don't know if I should cover up the logo on this or not, but drinking something new today. I've had these Bai. They're pronounced Bai, Bai. I used to think it was Bay, like Bebe, Bebe. That song, Hey Bebe, Hey Bebe. No, whatever. It's Bai, Bai, as in bye, bye, bye. I know, embarrassing. That's okay. But this is a coconut pineapple, 1 gram of sugar, and it tastes. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But it's pretty good. So that's what we're drinking today. What are you drinking? Coffee, tea, beer, lemonade, diet, Dr. Pepper? Quick story about Dr. Pepper, then we'll get into it. So for a long time, my massage therapist, the person who I went to get massages, is and always has been obsessed with Dr. Pepper. The different flavors, the packaging, I don't know. Dr. Pepper was like an obsession for her. And I started thinking and wondering about how did those Dr. Pepper people really brand their stuff? Because it's not cola, it's not root beer. What is Dr. Pepper? I don't know. I don't know what Dr. Pepper is, but who knows? So let's talk a little bit. What are we talking about today? As the title says, I don't even know what it says in there. I haven't. Yeah, I do know what it says. It says respond to your comments. Yes, respond to your comments. So obviously, we're talking about digital marketing and how to market your business and the best way to do that. These videos that you see here, I've got videos up. Feel free to browse around on the other videos, YouTube, Facebook. They're free. Some of them are kind of longer courses. Some of them will be quick conversations like this one. But I'd like to demonstrate that we can help you by actually helping you. So if this is helpful for you, great. That's what we're looking for. But why is it important to respond to your comments, like on your Facebook and on your Instagram and on your reviews? Have you ever been? Well, let's do this together. Actually, I'm going to be sharing a screen with you while I talk to you. But have you ever been looking for something? That's kind of a silly question. Everybody looks for something. Have you ever been out and about and you're looking to go to a specific type of place? Maybe you are traveling and you're looking for somewhere to eat, or you are. Oh, you know what we'll do? We were just talking about massage therapists, right? Let's look at massage therapists. Maybe we won't do that on a live. Let's look at restaurants, because you never know what'll come up when we type in the word massage into the Googles. So let's stick with restaurants. I'm going to share my screen with you. I've just got a little Google up here. So let's do a little bit of Googling and see what happens, shall we? And I'll kind of explain the relevance. So let's say you are traveling and you are in, let's say you're in San Diego, California, and you're looking for a restaurant. Restaurants in San Diego, California. Let's hit enter and see what comes up, shall we? Let's get my face off there, get the screen up there so you can see. I'm going to make this a little bigger too so we can all see what we're looking at. Cool, very good. So what do we got? At the very top, we've got Top of the Market San Diego. We've got Water Grill San Diego, Eddie V's Prime Seafood. Am I looking for fine dining? Let's say no. Let's say I'm looking for a diner, right? What do we got here? Let's change this. Let's say diners in San Diego, California. So what do we get? Of course, we've got a couple of ads, great. But when we're looking at the list here, what do we have? We have the Studio Diner, temporarily closed, so that one's not going to work. Rudford's Restaurant, that one looks like they're open. Joe's Diner, cool. Let's click View All and see what else comes up. Studio, Rudford, Joe's, the Corvette Diner, that sounds kind of fun. All right. Crest Cafe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let's look at these and see what we would pick. What would you pick? Right? And of the ones that we've looked at, let's say between the top, what is it? Studio, Rudford's, Joe's, and Corvette. We'll look at those four. Of those four, which would you pick to go to and why? Why would you do that? Well, let's look at this one. Studio Diner, temporarily closed. Not going there. Let's look at Rudford's, Joe's, and Corvette. What you'll see here is a couple of indicators. You've got your star rating. Does anyone know what this number is? A lot of people don't know what that number is. And that number, it's actually the number, the quantity of people who have reviewed that particular establishment. So Rudford's has a 4.4 star rating, and it has 2,677 people that have rated it, which that's a pretty big number. It looks like it's a pretty popular spot. And then down below here, we've got Joe's Diner. They've got a 4.6 rating. Their rating is higher than this one, than Rudford's, but only 276 people have checked them out, or I should say left a review. All right, that's fine. The Corvette Diner, which is also closed, but only closed right now. They open at noon. We're recording this on a Tuesday. They open at noon tomorrow. They've got a 4.4, but they've got 2,900 people reviewing. Which would you choose? Well, I'll tell you, most people are going to choose Rudford's and Corvette over Joe's. Why? Even though Joe's has a 4.6, they've got this 4.6 right here. It doesn't matter because people are attracted to what's popular. So yeah, it's got a 4.6, but this Rudford's has almost 2,700 people. Let's check out this Rudford's and see what makes them so cool. They have 2,677 reviews. They have their 1949 spot with old-timey decor and booth seating, serving classic diner fare round the clock, open 24 hours. Cool. Cool. Got some questions here. If you've ever seen this on Google before, this is actually a really cool. I clicked the wrong thing. That's okay. Let's do this. We're going to come right back over here, and we're going to close that. You don't want to see that. There we go. Let's go back over here. So over here, if you haven't seen this before, this is your actual, it shows you how busy a place is. And that's a really cool feature that is offered by Google. It tells you how busy somewhere is. So the blue is typically how busy they are. Right now, for some reason, they're really, really busy. So something's going on in the area. But we can check around here and look at these different pictures that they have. Some pretty cool pictures of the place, it looks like. That does look like a pretty cool place, doesn't it? I would go there. That burger looks pretty good. It looks pretty tasty. I'm not a fan of avocado. I'm sure it's delicious. Look at that curb appeal. Look at that. That's a nice looking spot right there. I want to go there. Well, typical diner stuff, right? But in a cool atmosphere. I want to go there. One of our designers is there. Rachel, if you're watching, well, not there exactly. Rachel, though, if you're watching this, have you ever been to this place? Love to hear what it's like. Anyway, so let's go back here. And I want to look at these reviews. I want to see what the reviews look like. And I want to see if they're responding to their reviews. And you know what? It looks like they're not. I do see a ton of reviews that are here. Oh, okay. I do see, let's see. No more coins for the restroom. Coins for the restroom. Like, in order to use the bathroom, you got to put in a quarter. What is this, 1974? Anyway, glad it says no more coins for the restroom. I want to read this one. Snapper. Biscuits were fun. Okay, cool. So it looks like in this particular instance, these folks are responding to their reviews, but it looks like they're only responding to the negative ones, which isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world because they are responding. However, when we talk to our clients, we typically tell them to respond to every single comment and every single review. And let's talk about why that is. When we're looking through here, let's look at this one. Somebody, okay, this person's complaining, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Labor non-existent, no one applying for work, best we can, cool. They responded. If they had not had responded to this, what would your opinion of the place be? Probably not a positive one. But the fact that the owner or somebody took the time to actually respond to that comment is helpful because it shows that they care about what's going on with the business. However, I would encourage them, if these folks were a client, I would encourage them to respond even to the positive reviews, just because, doing that is the right thing to do. We're going to take another sip of this Bai. It says antioxidant cocoa fusion. You think I'm drinking snake oil? That sounds pretty good, man. They're not a sponsor. They're not a client. Just saw them at the store when shopping for coconut water for the wife. Coconut water for the wife. There's a phrase that I never thought I would say in a million years when I was younger. Anyway, so let's get out of this one. Let's get out of Rudford's, apologies. Let's go down to Joe's. So they've only got 276 reviews. They have a 4.6 rating. Let's see what happens. Same thing. And this is common, actually. Typically, when we run into clients, most of them have not responded to many of their reviews for one reason or another. Even the negative ones, just folks don't respond to them. But we would encourage you to do that because it really is something that's important to do. Yeah, man. So that's not to say that these people are doing a bad job at all. I'm sure they're actually doing probably pretty great. But taking the time to respond to your reviews is pretty important. So I want to show you why responding to those reviews is important. I'm going to pull up a little slide deck I've got over here. Oh, that's an incognito window. That won't work. And by the way, if you see me looking over here or over here, it's because I have like a Star Trek command center here. We've got 3 screens, 18 keyboards, 24 children. No, I'm just kidding. But it is very busy right here. But that's by design. That's by design. So let's get to, this should work. You may have already seen this. If you're a follower of mine, you may have already seen some of these slides that I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to show you the raw screen so you can see it. Isn't that exciting? So these are the slides from our Understanding Digital Marketing course. And what this is we have this whole course where we explain the traditional buying model, but why it's important. Let me actually go ahead and present this because that's what we're going to do. Let me get rid of that logo up there so it's not in the way. So what it used to be is the traditional buying decision was you had some sharply dressed guy or gal or sharply dressed person. It's 2021 and I live in the United States. You have somebody who becomes interested in a product through some sort of stimulus, right? So there's some sort of an advertisement, or they find out that something exists somehow. Typically that's through an ad. And then what used to happen is they used to just go to the store or go to the person or buy whatever it is and say, here's my money, give me the stuff. And then they got the stuff and they liked it or they hated it. And that was the end of the story, right? That was it, right? The quick transaction, bing, bang, boom. I found out you exist. Here's my money. Give me the stuff. Oh, that was great or that sucked. But now there's an extra step in there, right? There's we call it the zero moment of truth in the industry. That is the step between finding out that something exists and deciding to give somebody money to pay for it and try it out. We pull out our phones and we check it out and we see what other people are saying about it. And because of that, now at that end point, the second moment of truth, where we used to just say, oh, this was great, or oh, this sucked. Now, when something's great or sucks, it contributes to that zero moment of truth because of these reviews. People could just hop on their phone and look at the reviews. I'm not going to go through this whole course with you, but the point that I'm making here is it's a really good idea to make sure that your reviews are up to par, because your reviews and your comments on social media, etc., are things that potential customers are going to look at before they choose to do business with you or not. So if you've got some reviews that are sitting there and you haven't done anything with them a while, why not take an hour today and go through and respond to them? Even the good ones, respond to them. 30-second, 5-second responses. Thanks for the insight. Glad you had a great time. See you again soon. Click. Next. Go ahead and respond to those. If anything that by the way, if anything that I told you today was helpful, I don't know if it necessarily would be, but I think it might be for many of you. And you are interested in learning more about what we can do. We've got some really cool stuff going on at lionglobal.com. You can click over to lionglobal.com. We actually have a guarantee. We're a digital marketing agency, and we guarantee that we will make you money. In fact, we've got a cool guarantee where we actually guarantee more than we charge you. So if we don't do a good job for you, we give you more money than what we actually charge you. Sounds crazy, but it is what it is. So enjoy that. Check it out. Hope this was helpful for you. Hope you're having a great day. Please help somebody today. Make some money today. And we'll catch you on the next one. Gonna go figure out what I'm going to make for dinner now. I don't know if I'm going to finish this. We'll see. Catch y'all later.